So hello guys. Hello everyone. I don't know. But saying is that I decided to talk on any random topics and post a video. Just the sake of the communication. Just the sake for the communication or for my research purpose. And just see what I don't know. I don't have any video. I just decided and I'm gonna just the channel name is Raw India, so I'm gonna do it Raw India. And I love history. So I'm gonna I'm going to talk about something personal, which this website gonna decide that what topic that I'm going to talk. So just spin. It's Wright brothers' first flight. Okay. So firstly, I'm going to uh, do a quick research on this topic. Which is okay. I have idea, but I have to uh, know for just sake of few seconds. You just wait for me, and I will do it. So on December 17, 1903, in the freezing beach of North Carolina, if I'm not pronouncing wrong, please correct me because it's my first time. Uh, Two bicycles mechanics from Ohio. Again, I'm asking my pronunciation is not accurate. Just did something human had dreamed about since forever. They flew for 12 seconds. That's shorter than this intro too. But does but those 12 seconds changed the world forever. Uh, the thing is that those two brothers were like, who are they? They were the mate Orwell and Wilbur Wright. I guess if I'm wrong or if mm, I have no research whatsoever. I do had I guess when I was in school I do had a chapter on them, but I was in I guess second third and I don't remember anything about that. And I just randomly search and I'm gonna talk. I don't know pronunciation of their name too, but it's like I guess Mitt Orwell and Wilbur Wright. Not scientists, not engineers with fancy degrees, just two brothers who ran bicycle repair shop in Dayton, Ohio. I guess it's placed in America if I'm not wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But they were obsessed with one problem. Why can birds fly and not humans? Okay. Why can birds fly but not humans? Uh, while everyone else was building bigger engines and hoping for the best, the Wright brothers did something different. They studied control the first control the first studied and control the first. They figured that balance and steering matter more than a raw power. This wasn't an overnight success story for years. They tested uh, gliders and kitty walk, North Carolina, okay. North Carolina, if I'm not wrong. Uh, I just doing it in any purpose. That's because I don't have a time and I'm just doing it. They picked this spot because it because of its strong, steady, and wind soft, sandy dents for the crash landing. Yes, crashes were part of the plan. They built their own wind tunnel to test over 200 wing design. They even built their own lightweight engines because no one made one light enough for the flight at the time. This is the real story. Thousands of hours of trial, failure, and rebuilding. On December 17, 1903, cold windy morning, Orville is a Orville is at the controls of the Wright flyer. The plan leaves the ground on flies 120 feet. Okay, that's shorter than the cricket pitch and stays in the 12 seconds and stays in the air for 12 seconds. It doesn't sound like much, right? But that day they flew 4 times and last flight covered 852 feet and tasted 59 seconds for the first time in a human history. A power control heavier than the air machine flew with the pilot on board. What matters the most? Nobody was even there to see it except few witnessed and a local kid. Okay, nobody was even there to see it except few witnesses and local kid. No massive crowd, no media circus, but that quiet movement on beach eventually lead to the commercial airlines, space travel, fighter jets, everything that flies today. Trash traces back to those 12 seconds. It's proof that big revolutions don't always start with the big audiences. Sometimes they start with two brothers who refuse to give up. So next time you are on a flight, scrolling your phone at 30,000 feet. Next time when you are on flight, scrolling on your phone on 30,000 feet above to the ground level. Remember, it all started with a bicycle shop, some sand dunes, and two brothers who believed flying wasn't just a dream. That's the story of the Wright brothers. If you found interesting, hit follow for more history stories like this. Like this is something that I have to see and talk because I have no idea. I just thought just record now where I just did and I just had. I didn't even did more general thing. I just had and pasted and you know stop on this, but my motive is not something that I will eventually improve and think about that. But yeah, it is something that I love talking about and knowing about the history and this a motive of making video could lead me to learn about more history topics to this thing which is unprompted whatever the name is actually unprompted dot cool website. You can use it. This is very good website and I'm just saying that it's good to talk about any random topic. Maybe look, I don't have so much time right now. I have exam and all that, but still I wanted to talk, and it could lead me to the written pronunciation, which I don't have at this point. But if I had in the future, it eventually lead me to something that what I am saying. It's just that I just want to record anything and post. So thank you. Peace. Peace.